Yo guys, we're back here with a pretty exciting news story here. I can't say I'm coming back to this stuff, but here's one topic I do want to talk about. So Eiji Aonuma had an interview with Famitsu this week regarding the future of the Legend of Zelda franchise. And I mean, I can't read Japanese. I don't think you guys can read Japanese either. Maybe a couple you guys can, but for the most part, I'm just gonna rely on the featured quote here and just assume the translations were done correctly. But what they're saying here is that from now on, Legend of Zelda will indeed use the open world format seen in the Breath of the Wild for Wii U and Nintendo Switch. That's significant news, as this is the first true open world game Nintendo's ever made directly from the first party guys. Xenoblade Chronicles X was made by, Monolith Soft, their second party. Xenoblade Chronicles was made by Monolith Soft, that second party. Nintendo has really ever made a true open world game before directly from Nintendo? I can't think of another example, so I guess, yeah, you would say, yeah, they really haven't done that. So this is, very significant news, and yeah, this is really, really good news to hear, because I think the Breath of the Wild could be the best Zelda game of all time. Maybe not number one. That would probably still go to Ocarina of Time. I didn't play Ocarina of Time for at least 10 years until after it came out. So unfortunately, my opinion of it, was kind of skewed. Because at the time, Twilight Princess came out. You had Majora's Mask. You had Wind Waker. So you had games that were technically better than that game when they came out in terms of, the size of the world and what Nintendo was able to do. But even after 10 years of it coming out and playing those games and playing Ocarina of Time, I understood why it was so good at that point. So I can't even imagine how good it was if you divide that by 10 years or minus it by 10 years when it first came out. So that's still number one. That revitalized it. That basically created the 3D gaming market, really. That was fantastic game. But Breath of the Wild also did some very unique stuff too that was very innovative for our time now. Never has a game really, really connected me with nature in a way that's kept my, interest for such a long period of time. You had that game Firewatch, but that was only a couple hours. But Zelda somehow had an open world game with a lot of nature, but at the same time kept the world interesting, which is not easy to do. It's the closest thing I've ever seen to nature. I'm really, really happy to be hearing this information here. Aonuma, you did a fantastic job. He's getting older now. I don't know how many more Zelda games he has in the tank, but I do hope that he can make a couple more games, before he retires. I think at this point, Shigeru Miyamoto, I think he's kind of stepping back here. He said he didn't have much to do with the development of the console, and I don't know how much he's doing for the Moon Mario game, but it seems like they're getting new people in here. I'm a big fan of Kamiya so far. I think he's done a lot of good stuff. I think Zelda came out nicely. You could have said that was Iwata's part, but I do believe Kamiya also had a big part of that. But overall, guys, this was an exciting news story for me. That's why I wanted to cover it. If you want to see me go back to news videos, you really have to view it, because it takes a lot out of me to speak consistently, make a script, and speak for a long period of time. So if you want me to continue doing news videos, you gotta watch it, man. It's very simple. Overall, I really hope you enjoyed that video. Good story. And if you guys don't feel like watching this for whatever reason, then I'll make videos occasionally when you have big topics like this, worth talking about. Thank you and bye.